Is it working now? Hi everyone, so we're back on YouTube, something we haven't done for a few years. So we're going to start basically talking you through processes, wrapping whole vehicles, showing you different materials and things like that. Hopefully you can learn a lot. We certainly did. We used YouTube all the time when we first started. So let's jump right in. We're doing a C63 Mercedes Coupe, full colour change. So as you can see, we've already stripped the car down. Over to my left here, we've got the bumper. We're going to start wrapping that today. So we need to get this stripped. There's quite a lot to take off. So inside, all of this has to come out. All the grille, polystyrene, all the vents, sensors, things like that. Strip it all down, clean it all up, and then we can begin the wrap.
There's so many clips on all of these bumpers nowadays.
This is one of the best tools you can get. It's just a trim tool.
Just have to be patient, working your way all the way around. Now we're just putting some release tape on. This helps keep all the dirt out when wrapping bumpers on the car.
Okay guys, so bumper's all on, ready to wrap. Just give it one final wipe over, just to make sure all contaminants is off. Contaminants, that's a good word, isn't it? So we've also put this piece of release tape behind the bumper just to stop any debris or contaminants falling into the wrap.
So now we're just undoing the wrap around the front of the bumper. We put the bumper back on the car because this helps keep the original shape of the bumper. That way we know that when we stretch the material around, we're not overstretching or understretching the material at all. So now we're just working from the centre. We'll go both ways. We'll start in the middle, go to the left or go to the right. So now we're just working the material into the vents and the recesses, making sure that there's not too much tension. The good thing with having the bumper stripped down like this is that you can get a good return on the material. So when you put the plastics back in, you know the material's not going to come out.
Yeah, there we go. We're recording.
So this is a very important step. Every panel that we wrap here at South Coast Wrapping gets clay barred. We always advise clay barring before you wrap. That way you've got the best surface possible to lay the material down on. So now we're just working from the middle on the bonnet. Work your way outwards. There we go, that's one bonnet complete. So we're just putting some masking tape on the rear quarters because we're going to put the bumper back on the car in a minute. And when you put the bumper back on, sometimes it can clip the side of the bodywork, so it's always good to protect. So Will's now lending a hand to help wrap the bumper. It's always easier with two people, the more hands the merrier. If you've got an extra body on site, use them. So here we're just working the material in. This reflector insert we're just going to slit through the middle, and then the material will want to fall in nicely.
Okay, so here we are. We're going to do the rear quarter and the door shut as well. So this is a full colour change. We're going to do it in one piece. So the entire rear quarter over the top, down to the top of the wing, and then we're going to bring it up to this line here. Finish line, knifeless tape on the inside of the A-pillar into the rear quarter, so when we need to trim it, we don't put any knives on the car. Here we go.
So we would have shown you how to do this section. You can tell we're newbies, the camera didn't record, but as you can see, the rear quarter is completed. Just working on the tailgate now, or the boot lid. So again, working on my own here. It's easier just to roll the material out and work from side to side. Again, a little bit of stretch in there, just so that the material will curve around the back of the boot lid. So we're just squeegeeing the air out, working from the middle, making sure there's no bubbles in the middle. So a little bit of tape on either side, and we're just measuring up so that when we put the rear spoiler back on, or the rear wing, we know it's. So Will's just finishing up on the passenger front wing here. So he's going to make sure all of the material is folded around correctly on all of the edges so that nothing can lift or peel. I'm going to be clay barring the doors before we wrap them. And then again, working from the center to the outer edge. Oh, looks like there's something in the wrap there. Managed to get it out, luckily. So now we're just fitting the car back up. So you can see me putting the door mirror in here. Number of wires. So many electronics in these things nowadays. Side marker being screwed back in. And then the cap finally being positioned back in place. So the AMG light up doorstep going in and the seals. And then finally the door card going back on. And that's it, that's that side complete. So the finishing touches now. Customer wanted a black badge instead of the original chrome one. I've got to say, it does look pretty smart. The rear badge is going on. So the masking tape is where the original badges were. So as you can see, we've drawn on there, just so that the new ones go on and they're in the correct place.
Final detail, which we have to do because the car has been in so many pieces, is we need to check the fault codes. Seems to have got stuck. Check for errors and then we'll be able to clear all the fault codes. Mind-boggling. So whilst we're waiting, let us know in the comments below what you think about this wrap. Maybe a headlight tint? I was thinking that earlier. Nearly there, 100%. And there we go, that's it. If you can still hear me.
Stealth mode activated. Satin black wrap on this C63 AMG. Let us know in the comments, guys, what you think. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and the next video we've got for you is certainly going to spark some conversation.